Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today the topic is the top Turkish masjid, which is Bayezid's two mosque, Istanbul. Before we start, if you are new, so don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon. Now let's move to the topic. The Bayezid's two mosque is the mosque in which the Bayezid's Cami is an early 16th century Ottoman imperial mosque located in Bayezid Square in Istanbul, Turkey near the ruins of the Formium theodicies of the ancient Constantinople. And let's move to the history of this mosque. The basic mosque was commissioned by the Ottoman Sultan Bayezid II and was the second large imperial mosque complex or Silatin mosque to be erected in Istanbul after the conquest in 1453. The earliest imperial complex, the Faith Mosque, was later destroyed by earthquakes and completely rebuilt in different style. As a result, the Bayezid complex is the oldest imperial complex in Istanbul that is preserved in more or less its original form, making it to considerable historical and architectural significance. The mosque was constructed between 1500 and 1505 with the Culi added immediately afterwards. This included at the Madrasi Theological College completed in the 1507 a large human bathhouse. Completed some time before the 1507 an Emirat, a conveyancy and several militias including the Turbi of Bizarres to himself. The chief architecture of the mosque is not directly known based on the Ottoman documents that mention architectures during the visits to region. 20th century scholar Rifi Mulki Mavik identified the Yabikush ibn Islama as the most likely architecture. One of the Yakshbush assistants, Yusuf ibn Paps, finished off the work on the madrasa. That the architect was the nephew of the Greek architecture of the faith mosque, Ethixinans or Christodoulos, is known from a Grand Bizadis too. This grant confirms the endowment by Mehmed II of the Greek Orthodox Church of the Saint Mary of the Montologues, the only church in Istanbul that was never converted, and then Mongols, the only church is the acknowledgement of two architecture's works. Little else is known about the Yakbush ibn Islama other than that he also built a caravansaries in Bursa. However, he polished the style of the mosque, suggested the experiences with the earlier Ottomans and Western architectural techniques. In 19th century and early 20th century accounts of the country is the often referred to as the pigeon mosque because of the large number of birds that congregated nearby the fed of worshippers. Damage and restorations work. The dome was partially rebuilt after an earthquake in 1509 and Mimar Sinan conducted further repairs in 1573 to 75. The minars were buried separately by fires in 1683 and 1754. They were also damaged by lightning streak in the 1725 and document dated October 1754 states that a special type of stones was brought from Camelsils to the repair the mosque. An inscription about the country yard entrance suggested that the repairs was also carried out in 1767 as a result of the earthquake which struck Istanbul in 1766. Extensive restoration work was started in August 2012 and took 8 years of complete. During the process, inappropriate materials used during previous repairs were removed and damaged materials. The restorations, the 150 people and cost 49 million Turkish liras, approximately US $7.2 million. Dollars. The mosque was reopened for the worship in 2020. Now let's move to the architecture. Exterior. The mosque is oriented along the northwest-southeast axis with the country yard to the northwest with an area almost equal to that of the mosque itself. The courtyard has the monumental entrance portals on three sides and is surrounded by the colonnaded peristyle supported by 20 columns. Two of the columns are made of the propers, 10 are of the wood antique, and 6 are of pink granite. It's roofed with 24 small domes and has a pavement of polychrome marble. The mosque itself is square, measuring approximately 40 meters, 130 feet per side, and its dome is approximately 17 meters. And it's all about this masjid, Turkish top masjid. Thanks for watching my video.